We're going to use our work with rational exponents to solve now. These are all power equations because our base is the variable. And we're going to have these weird exponents. But we still follow our rules for solving in that you want to undo. You want to undo to get to the variable here. On number 1, I need to undo this power. I'll show you how to do that. And then undo the adding 1, and then undo the multiplying by 4. On number 2, you need to undo and add 9. You need to undo and divide by 4. Then undo this power. So I'm going to show you how to do those first two, and then I want you to give it a try and keep in mind what you learned all the way back in middle school with solving about undoing to get the variables by themselves. The only new rule today is what to do with these weird exponents, those rational exponents. So in number 1, if I want to undo first that power, and then I'll subtract 1, and then I'll divide by 4, to undo this power, I can raise both sides of the equation by a power. I'm going to raise both sides of this equation by a power that undoes this power. That power happens to be its reciprocal. I'm going to raise both sides to the negative 2/3 power. Go get your calculator and pause the video if you need, because a power to a power means multiply, and negative 3/2 times negative 2/3, its reciprocal, gives you a power of 1, and it's gone. But I have to put 1 over 343 in my calculator and raise it to the negative 2/3 power. Go get your calculator and let's do that. My answer to that, if you put it in the calculator correctly, is 49. And my power's gone over here, and I get 4r plus 1. Next, you want to subtract 1 from both sides. That makes 4r equal to 48. And then you want to divide both sides by 4, which makes r equal to 12. And that's our answer. So think about undoing, and let's look at number 2. I need to undo that, undo this, and then get rid of that exponent. What's your first step to undo a subtract 9? Well, we want to add 9 to both sides. If I add 9 to both sides, that gives me 1024 is equal to 4 times n to the 4/3 power. Next, I want to undo the times 4. I want to divide both sides by 4. 1024 divided by 4 is 256. I now have n almost by itself, and I need to get rid of that power. Remember, to get rid of that power, I can raise both sides to the reciprocal power. The reciprocal of 4/3 is 3/4. I'm going to raise both sides to the power of 3/4. And if you put that in your calculator, 256 to the 3/4 is 64. So n's now by itself, and it's 64. For the rest of these problems, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to solve by undoing, just like you've learned over the years, but your new method to get rid of these rational exponents is to do the reciprocal power on both sides. So check out the answer key, check your answers. I want to see all 8 of those solved for your assignment.